Welcome to Medellin, Colombia. Welcome to Colombia. This is actually my very first time to South America, and Medellin is going to be my very first stop. I've heard a lot of really amazing things about it from other digital nomads, so I am excited to spend the next 2 months here. I arrived just yesterday, and the arrival was honestly really pretty easy. The only requirement that they have right now for Colombia is that you must be vaccinated. So you do have to be fully vaccinated to be able to enter Colombia as a tourist or as a foreign national. But I was not required to take a PCR test or provide any other documentation other than obviously my passport. And there is an online immigration form that you need to complete right before you get on the plane. But other than that, no problems. The airport is pretty small, so once you land, you're pretty much right into the arrivals section. There are people there picking up their loved ones and family members, and you can also grab a taxi. So as far as getting from the airport into the city, wherever you're staying, the easiest way is just by taxi. There is a whole section of taxis there, or you could also potentially take the bus into the city and then take a taxi from there. So I'll put a link to a really great blog that I found that kind of details every single way you can get from the airport. So I'll link to that in the description below. But yeah, so far my very first impressions of Medellin are great. You can see it's really hilly, it's very green, it's very colorful. It is a little cloudy, rainy right now for these next couple of days, but it's still really warm. It's January right now, January 2022, so it's warm, it's nice, and overall I am looking forward to my time here. Medellin, Colombia, which is a major city and sort of the northwest region of Colombia, kind of near Panama. It is inland, it doesn't have a beach or anything, but it has been a really cool city to hang out in so far. It is known as the City of Eternal Spring because it is pretty much like this weather that you see right now pretty much year round. So I'm here in February right now, January, February, and it ranges around 70 to 75 degrees Fahrenheit on most days. A little bit of overcast sometimes rain showers in the afternoon, but for the most part, it does feel like spring year round. And it has been a very nice time to be here. Because it is in Latin America, the main language spoken here is Spanish, and I would say you don't find a lot of English speakers in the city. Every once in a while, in more like touristy areas, you might find someone who speaks a little bit of English, maybe some of the younger generation of Colombians who can speak a little bit, but for the most part, it is pretty much Spanish. So if you don't speak Spanish, be prepared to use a lot of Google Translate while you are here. The currency here is Colombian pesos. Currently around 4,000 pesos is around $1 US. And I'll go into prices a little bit in a later video, but I would say for the most part, you get quite a bit of value for the currency exchange here. And now just for some fun facts, because I love my fun facts about different places that I go. I've already mentioned it is the City of Eternal Spring because it has really great weather and climate year round. But they also have a really cool festival they do every year in August called the Flower Festival. So one of the things I loved learning about Medellin, and really just any places I go, just the history and the culture of the location. So Medellin is actually built into a valley. So you can kind of see behind me there's like mountains, and you can see actually the buildings go up into the mountains. So it is built up. It's actually a really cool area to kind of explore. But back in the 1950s, the inhabitants of the city or like the mountain towns would come down with flowers in their backpacks. They call them carry-alls. come down to the city and sell them on a daily basis. So now it's turned into this like really cool historical and cultural event in the city. And every year in August, they have like floral parades and pageants, and they sell flowers. And actually, Colombia has a lot of different varieties of carnations that they grow here. And so it's just a really cool, like fun thing that I've learned about the city that I didn't really know existed. Also really interesting is that in 2013, the Wall Street Journal named Medellin the Innovative City of the Year. So I think Medellin has a bad reputation around the world for being unsafe. And again, I'll talk about safety a little bit in the health and safety video, a segment part of this series, but it is a really cool, innovative, really generally safe place to be nowadays. So in the area Comuna 13, which is District 13, the government actually built escalators into the mountains. So the city's kind of built into the side of the mountains, and they built escalators to help people get to and from their houses. They've also built 6 different gondola lines at this point to also help people who live in those mountain towns actually easily get up into their homes, into their neighborhoods, and then easily get back into the city. So it's really cool. They do have a metro, but they also have these like gondola lines that aren't just for tourists, they're actually for locals to use to get to and from their homes. And the other really fun fact that I learned since being here is Colombia is only second behind Thailand in variety of fruits. So we went on a fruit market tour here with a local guide, and we tasted over 14 different exotic fruits, and apparently they grow over 30 plus different exotic fruits. So if food is your thing and fruits are your thing, this is like definitely a really awesome place to visit. So there you go, have it. There is just a few little tidbits about Colombia and Medellin and what I've learned since being here. And be sure to subscribe to catch the other pieces of information that you likely want to know as a digital nomad visiting Medellin, Colombia.